Hi everyone and welcome. I'm your host Bernie Manzalilo and this is Purchase Presents. Purchase Presents is a student-run variety show that captivates the essence of our community. In today's episode, we'll cover a number of topics. From the mullet to the best lice in Westchester to artists and poetry on campus. And no, we're not talking about Ice Spice's Gangsta Boo, but a piece by current student Kay Mancino. The mullet. A wacky 80s trend or iconic do? This hairstyle has gone in and out of fashion over time. According to History.com, Greek warriors wore the mullet because it kept their necks warm, made them harder to grab, and prevented hair from getting in their eyes. The origin of the term mullet is unknown, but it was popularized in the 90s by the Beastie Boys song Mullet Head. Despite its history with warriors, rock stars, and Benjamin Franklin, it became a controversial and undesirable haircut by the early aughts. But believe it or not, we're seeing a comeback of the mullet on campus and beyond. Today, in Vogue at Purchase, we join Vanessa Lewis to hear the thoughts of fellow students on this infamous trend.
Nice stylist.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Lewis, and welcome to Vogue at Purchase. Today, we're going to be talking to students about the mullet. So I just wanted to know, what are your thoughts on mullets?
Definitely no. I hate them. I hate that they're making a comeback.
They're awful.
Oh. I'm not a fan of the mullet.
Can you explain why?
I personally don't think they look good. I think part of it is I very much like symmetry, and so they're an asymmetrical haircut kind of.
Some people look good in them, but most people don't. We should not continue that trend.
I just don't like the shape of it, and I just think it's not flattering on a lot of people. But if you wear a mullet, that means you're confident. I do respect that.
I just wanted to know your opinion on mullets.
Mullets? I think they're back in fashion. I think some people can rock it. I think some people can pull it off.
Can you explain why? Why do you think that it's coming back?
I don't know. I think people are just venturing back, really not even venturing forward, venturing back into what we used to do. So yeah, I think it's working.
You know what? If you want to do it, do it. Bring it back. Bring back the mullet. That's my opinion.
What about you?
I watched it last night, and one of the bad guys has a mullet, so I'm not a fan right now. But yeah,
I don't like them.
No? Why not?
It reminds me of a bird.
A bird?
Yeah.
I just wanted to know your thoughts on mullets. They're all right. Yeah. Do you have any strong opinions or reasons why you like them, dislike them, or you're just like, eh?
Mullets, like the hairstyle?
Yes.
Oh gosh, the 80s. Keep it in the 80s.
I mean, I've never had a mullet.
It's just so weird looking. Wolf cuts are fine, but mullets, no.
I have a very neutral opinion of them. If you like it, sure. I wouldn't wear one. But I'm not going to criticize someone else for wearing them.
Mullets? I think that on women, they're good. On men, I think they remind me of when men put on pearl jewelry with any other outfit and think it's a look. They don't do anything with it, and they think just the style itself makes them attractive when it doesn't.
All right. So I just wanted to know your opinion on mullets.
I think that if you can pull it off, then you can pull it off.
Yeah. What about wolf cuts?
I think coward's mullet.
All right, that's all I have, but thank you. I appreciate it. Seems that Purchase students are not enthusiastic about the mullet. A lot of people seem to really dislike them, and some people seem to be neutral and even saying they haven't seen them themselves. So is the mullet even really making a return? Guess that's up to you.
SUNY Purchase is a campus filled with creatives. In the background check, we highlight some of the talented musicians on campus. Will they go on to win a Grammy? Quite possibly, but you saw them here first. Our guest today is none other than singer and songwriter Iriyoshi. On campus, he has performed in open mics, Aphrodisiac, and at Cafe Con Leche. Without further ado, everyone, Iriyoshi.
Those innocent eyes. The smile on your face makes it easy to trust you if they only knew. tattoos, ooh, like I do, no.
Now, on our segment called Open Dorm, we will take a look into freshman housing. Is it possible to have a fun and functional dorm in your first year of college? Let's take a look at our freshie dorm with Cole and Nicole.
Hi, I'm Shay and I'm with Open Dorm, and today we're going to look into a dorm in Crossroads.
Hello there. I'm Cole. Welcome to our dorm. This is my roommate Nico.
Nico, hi.
Would we take a look inside?
Yeah, totally. Come on in. So this is my desk. This is where, as a future production major, hopefully, I'm getting a lot of my work done. I keep like my little hats and my scarves and stuff. This is a scarf my friend Ayla made me. This is a joke sign. I don't do drugs, but I do like to have fun. And then this is my guitar over here. I got her recently. It's just a Fender Squire-Telly. And then I keep all like my little snackies and my little like box of, I think this is it. I have like a sick box for when I like inevitably get really sick, because it hasn't like really happened to me yet, but I keep like my emergency and all my like band-aids and stuff and all of that shit, so that eventually when it does happen, I'm completely prepared.
This is my side of the room. I got my posters, so I got George Clanton's second studio album. I got the LP of that, and it came with that poster. I love it. And then we got Minor Threat. We got some art that my friend Rachel did, and some art that my friend Skunk did. And then we got some nerd anime shit. And then a newspaper clipping from my dad got sent something about aliens and Satan to his mailbox for some reason. Not really sure what that's about, but I thought it was interesting. And then moving to my desk, I do most of my work here, but also at the library. Got my hats, and we got a ton of books. Got my mirror, and yep, that's about it.
Okay, so after hearing about your room, how would you rate your room out of 10?
I'm gonna say 7. There's room for improvement, but I love it, to be honest.
And how would you rate your room out of 10?
6.5.
Wow, even lower.
Yeah, I mean, for my side of the room, I think the wall's a little blank. That's kind of it.
Thank you so much for joining us on Open Dorm. This is a great experience.
Bye, thank you.
Bye.
Are you stuck in the campus rut? Tired of the hub? Good news. Our short ride on the loop will take you on a ton of tasty options to choose from. Nolan Cleary explores pizza today in Westchester X.
My name is Nolan Cleary. For the past year and a half, I've been a student here at Purchase College. Now, I'm on a mission to try and help new students find the biggest and best things to do right here in Westchester County. Using the loop, I'll show you some of the biggest and best places to access in White Plains and Portchester. Join me as we discover the most popular attractions right in Purchase College's backyard. This is Westchester Rex. When you think of New York City, you may think of this, or this, or this. But many people think of this. With the spectacular reputation that New York City has for its pizza, White Plains tends to get overshadowed, despite the fact that there are many acclaimed pizza shops right in this area. With so many pizza locations to choose from, I decided to get on the loop and head into White Plains to answer one question. What is the best pizza in the city? To answer this question, I would have to search all throughout the city, with my first stop bringing me to Nikki's Restaurant and Pizzeria, a place older than Purchase College itself. I decided to try a slice of their margarita pizza and
it's good. Not the best margarita pizza I've ever had, but it is pretty good. Could have been cooked a little bit better.
good, but not great. To continue my quest, I headed across the street to Mario's Pizza, which is only a few blocks down from one of the Loop's bus stops on Mamaroneck Avenue. I went classic with a slice of pepperoni and
That's good. That is great. Wow, that's good pizza. Look at it. Look at how crispy this is. I mean, just from a presentation standpoint, this pizza is incredible. Wow.
crispy and tasty, it seemed we had a front runner. My next stop was the Iron Tomato, this time a deli instead of a pizzeria. Well cooked but bland. Ultimately, a mixed bag. There was one final location to go to, an Italian restaurant called Via Garibaldi's, just a few blocks down from the Westchester Mall, where there are not one but two Loop bus stops. And after trying a slice of their margarita pizza,
This almost feels like cheating.
perfectly baked, perfectly tasty, and perfectly fresh, it seemed I had found perfection.
I know at the top of the show, Bernie said that he didn't think that any pizza in White Plains was the best. I have to respectfully disagree with you, Bernie, because this is the best pizza I've had all day.
With that, I headed home.
And I'm gonna give it back to you guys.
That was a roller coaster. Now I need to ground myself just a little, and what a better way to do so than to listen to some poetry. This would be a great opportunity to share a piece from Kay Mancino, a creative writing major here at Purchase.
Hi, my name is Kay Mancino, and this is my poem, Heredity. The neighbor's dog barks a lot at night. He howls at flickering streetlights and the windshields of passing cars. The neighbors never named him. The tag he wears is blank. But my sister calls him Buddy, so I do too. His ears perk up at the sound of my voice from across the street. This is the first time I feel loved. My mother makes me feel loved, but in a different way. Her shoulders bear the same freckles as mine. When a stranger taps my arm in a crowded room, they fight the urge to trace my mother's freckles. They ask my name and I tell them hers. Our whole selves twist together until we are Tornado Woman. Other Tornado Women hand me cigarettes. They lick sin down my throat. They write poems on my forehead. They stuff crowbars in my pockets. They pierce needles through my teeth. I cry to the sound of shattering bone. Once I saw my own bone shatter. I bent my thumb all the way back just to see how it felt. Salt stung my corneas, but I noticed the skin above shift just enough for the splintered piece to poke through. My tornado mother cried with me and hugged my body to her chest. I curled into her arms like I did when I was born. I was born to explode red. I was born from cold and hot air. I was born with fists turned to thumbs, turned to two halves. Buddy screams at the moon. I yell at him to go to sleep. I go to sleep when the sun decides to rise. My mother makes breakfast for an empty chair wearing my father's work boots. She asks me if I've loved, and I tell her yes, that I smoke now and that Buddy barks at the sound of my voice, but she doesn't say a thing. I was all bones when I was born. My mother was all tornado. She spun and kissed her love onto the top of my wrinkled head as I counted every freckle on her skin.
Before we end today's show, we want to give a special shout out to alum Samara Joy on winning Best New Artist at the Grammys. This has been Purchase Presents. I'm Bernie Mentalilo. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.